Hey everybody, I'm Ryan from Brooklyn Bicycle Company. Just want to take a few moments today to walk you through our product lineup and give you some ideas of what differentiates us from some of the other brands out there. This particular model in front of me is the Lorimer bike. It's one of our hybrid bikes, so I'll use this as a reference point. I'm not going to spend too much time today talking about design or frame geometry. We have a whole nother video on our resource center devoted to that, so take a chance and check that out. It'll give you some ideas about the frame and the geometry. I am going to start though with the material, the frame itself as far as the finish. This particular finish is a 5-step process. We do what's called a phosphate bath to protect the steel. The next step is what's called a primer coat. We do a base coat, a surface coat, and the last coat we do gives it the finish, whether it's a gloss finish or a matte finish, that's the clear coat. The next thing I'm going to talk about very briefly is the frame material. We use almost exclusively 4130 chromoly. It's a higher grade of steel, a different chemical composition than high tensile steel. It allows us to use much thinner tubing, which makes for a lighter bicycle and a more responsive bike. When you're out riding, going over bumps, it's going to be much more flexible and responsive. Next to the touch points, we have the saddle, the grips. Across our entire portfolio, we use exclusively Settle Royale saddle and grips. One of the best known saddle and grip companies in the industry, and we're very proud to have our bikes across the entire lineup using those particular components. Next up, tires and wheels, where the rubber meets the road, so to speak. This particular tire, we have what's called anti-puncture layer across our entire portfolio. Every bike, even our 399 Bedford single speeds and 399 Franklins, anti-puncture layer helps your ability to ride over anything the road throws at you and not go for a flat tire. Also, another friction point is the wheels themselves. These are double wall rims made of aluminum, stainless steel 14 gauge spokes, and then the hub. The hub is a huge source of friction where the wheel itself spins. We use exclusively sealed bearing hubs. The bearings are inside a cage, they're protected from the elements and allows them to spin much more smoothly than otherwise. Talking about some of the other finishes very quickly, you'll see a lot of aluminum and stainless steel. That is exclusively for durability. It protects against the elements, protects against the weather, corrosion. If you live in a beach area, we've got you covered. And then the last thing I do really want to touch on is when we put this head badge on a bike. Collectively, when we take all these things together, the design, the geometry, the stainless steel, the frame, the finishing coat, it gives us a level of confidence to stamp the name Brooklyn on our bicycles, and it's something we're incredibly proud of, both our borough and our brand. Thanks for stopping by.